Okay, so today we are going to go over key signatures, and the definition of a key signature is a collection of every accidental found in the scale. And we'll be able to read a key signature on a staff, and it'll be different depending on if there is a treble clef or a bass clef, like the one here. But first, let's remember that a key signature is a collection of every accidental found in a scale. And to demonstrate this, let's look at the key of C minor, which has 3 flats. So right here, we have the scale of C minor, which starts and ends on C, and in between that, we have the 3 flats, E flat, A flat, and B flat. So instead of writing a flat next to every E, A, and B, we would just add a key signature to the beginning of the measure. And that accounts for all of the flats in the scale of C minor, which would be B flat, E flat, and A flat. So next, let's look at D flat major. This is the scale of D flat major. It starts on D flat and it ends on D flat. And in between, it has 5 flats. And again, we can just use a key signature at the beginning of the measure instead of writing an accidental next to every note that needs a flat next to it. So with D flat, our 5 flats are B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. And as you can see, they're all 5 arranged in a special order. They're not just anywhere on the staff, they're in a special order. B flat is first, followed by E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. And then to continue that order, next would be C flat and F flat. And you can remember the order of the flats by using the following saying. Battle ends and down goes Charles' father. The beginning of each of those words are the letters of the flats. So B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Another way to remember it is bead, G, C, F. So key signatures also are made up of sharps. So for example, A major has 3 sharps, and right here we have the scale of A major, starts and ends on A, and in between we have our 3 sharps. We move our 3 sharps into the key signature, or into the beginning of the measure, and we have our key signature for A major, which is F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Now let's look at E major, which has 4 sharps. Our E major scale starts and ends on E, and in between we have F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and D sharp. And we move them into the key signature, and we have our 4 sharps right here at the beginning of the measure. So the sharps, the order of the sharps are arranged in the opposite order of the flats. So instead, it's going to be F sharp first, then C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, followed by A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp. You can remember this order by using the following saying. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. And that's the order of the sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp. And this chart is a good reference for the order of the flats in treble clef and the order of the flats in bass clef, and the order of the sharps in treble clef and the order of the sharps in bass clef. Again, we have B, E, A, D, G, C, F, same thing here. And then F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp, which is the same thing up here. So for some identification, we're going to look at all of the sharps. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And to identify it, we're going to go to the last sharp, which is B sharp, and go up a half step, which gives us C sharp. And again, we're going to look at our sharps, go to our last one, which here is A sharp, and we're going to go up a half step, and that gives us the key signature of B. And it's the same idea with flats. So well, it's actually a little different with flats, but we need to go to the last one. So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat. So we have our last flat here. We're going to go to the second to last flat, and that gives us our key signature, which in this case is C flat. Same idea here, last flat, go backwards one, and we have D flat. And that is how we use key signatures to read them, see their order with both the flats and the sharps, and identify them.